Hollywood is full of these iconic friendships, the kind that we all look at and think, wow, friendship goals. But it's absolutely devastating for fans when one of those seemingly perfect bonds just seems to crumble right before our eyes. Today, we are digging into the reported and very dramatic fallout between Taylor Swift and Blake Lively, a friendship that went from totally inseparable to, well, reportedly non-existent almost overnight.
I mean, the whiplash here is just wow. One minute they are literally hugging it out, celebrating a Super Bowl win together, the absolute picture of best friends, and then, what feels like the next minute, insiders are telling major outlets they've completely cut ties. It is such a shocking turn of events, and really the only question on everyone's mind is, how in the world did we get from there to here?
Okay, so to really get what happened, we've got to go back, because to understand the collapse, you first have to appreciate just how strong the foundation was. For nearly a decade, this wasn't just some casual celebrity friendship, their lives were deeply, deeply intertwined.
This was a friendship built on huge, public and private moments. Yeah, it started out with some fun on social media, but it got so much deeper so fast. I mean, Blake's daughter's little voice is on a Taylor Swift track. Taylor literally named all 3 of Blake's kids in a song. These weren't just professional collaborations. These were signs of a real bond, one that kind of blurred the lines between friend and family. It truly seemed unshakable. So what on earth could possibly tear it apart?
Well, the first crack in this perfect friendship started to show up. And honestly, it came from a really unexpected place, the set of Blake Lively's movie It Ends With Us. A messy legal battle connected to the film would start to spiral outwards, and it ended up pulling their friendship right into its orbit. So this lawsuit between Blake and her co-star Justin Baldoni was already messy, right? A total Hollywood drama. But here's where it gets really weird. It somehow ended up dragging in Taylor Swift, who, according to her team, had absolutely nothing to do with the movie. And this is where things get wild. In his countersuit, Baldoni's legal team made this startling claim. They allege that during a fight over the script, Blake dropped Taylor's name, calling her one of her dragons, like in Game of Thrones. The implication was that she was basically using her super famous, super powerful friend's name as leverage, as a threat even, in a professional argument. Okay, so you invoke a dragon in a text message. What happens next? Well, it set off a chain reaction, and things escalated fast. This whole situation was about to spill out of the courtroom and into the real world, leading to a serious security incident that would become the absolute breaking point. So boom, Taylor Swift is now legally dragged into her friend's messy lawsuit. And while her team immediately shot it down as a tabloid clickbait stunt, the real damage, the thing that sent this friendship into a nosedive, wasn't the piece of paper itself. It was how they tried to give it to her. That's when things reportedly went from bad to completely irreparable.
And this just lays out the whole domino effect perfectly. For any of us, having a stranger just show up at your home is unnerving. But for Taylor Swift, who has dealt with terrifying stalker threats for years, having a process server actually trespass at her partner's private home was, according to sources, a massive, massive breach of trust and safety. That was the line.
And yeah, according to multiple reports, that was it. That was the final straw. An insider, quoted in the Times of India, put it so bluntly, "The arrest has killed their friendship." The perception was pretty clear. Blake's professional drama had crossed a major line and created a real-world safety risk for Taylor and her partner. And that felt like a betrayal.
So, as all these rumors of a no-contact situation start flying around, where does everyone look for answers? Come on, you know where. Taylor Swift's music. Her brand new album, The Life of a Showgirl, was immediately put under a microscope by fans looking for any clues about what happened. And fans immediately zeroed in on this one lyric. "Good thing I like my friends canceled. I like them cloaked in Gucci and in scandal." I mean, think about it. Blake Lively was famously the face of Gucci for years, and at that moment, she was at the center of a massive public scandal. The connection felt so obvious. It seemed like a direct hit, right? So what did Taylor herself have to say about it?
Well, instead of confirming the theory, Taylor's official explanation was a little more general. She basically framed the song as being about loyalty, about not ditching your friends just because they're under public scrutiny. But then, and this is what makes it so confusing, Blake Lively actually went and liked the Instagram post announcing the album. It just left everyone wondering what was really going on.
All right, so with all that drama, where does that leave them now? Well, the insider reports, they paint a pretty bleak and icy picture of a friendship that is, at least for the moment, completely broken.
Yeah, the consensus from all these anonymous sources is pretty clear, even if it's not official. The bottom line is they're just not speaking. The Daily Mail reported that Taylor is relieved the relationship is over, while other sources claimed Blake is devastated. It really sounds like, for now anyway, this once unbreakable bond has been completely shattered.
Ultimately, this whole saga is just a wild example of the insane pressure these massive celebrity friendships are under. When every single legal move is scrutinized, every song lyric is treated like a sworn statement in court, and a private security issue becomes a global headline, it just raises a really tough question. In the glare of a spotlight that intense, can a friendship like this ever truly be repaired in private? Or is the public eye just too much to overcome?